Orion is very well known in the Pacific Northwest as a highly successful aerospace manufacturing business. While that may be true, it doesn't sum what we actually do and what our true mission is. What we're really all about is helping members of our community who have been marginalized by chronic unemployment or underemployment. The mentors are highly trained and are really the backbone of our program here at Orion. Program participants work with mentors in the manufacturing environment. These mentors serve as a coach for the participants and guide them in their journey through the program. In the program, they're learning not only the hard skills necessary in an aerospace manufacturing environment, but they're learning the skills required to keep a job. And the lessons they learned at Orion will typically last them for a lifetime.
Welcome to Orion, where you can turn your life around.
Orion is here to provide an incredible service for all those who want to get back into the job force, regardless of barriers, disabilities, or situations. We are here to give you that opportunity, that second chance if that's what it is, or that first opportunity if you've never had a job.
What helped me prepare to be a mentor was the training that we had here at Orion, all the different classes that we had, the skits that we would do with our partners and everybody in the room, because there's different things you can do for a visible learner, hands-on learner, audio, just finding the different ways to help that particular participant succeed.
You know, I find a lot of us don't realize that we're natural teachers until we actually are called to do it or asked to do it. It comes natural. I had a client last year. She never worked in a shop and didn't know if she could. When she drilled her first part and squeezed the first rivet on it, she just lit up and was surprised that, you know, she was able to do it. And it made me feel good to see that I was able to help her overcome that fear of working with a piece of equipment she hadn't worked with before. I find the best thing to do is just teach them what you're doing. I find if you just teach them the way you do it, you're going to find it easier to teach because you're not really teaching in a way, you're just showing them what you already know.
Honestly, when a client has their aha moment, that is the greatest feeling of accomplishment for me as a mentor. I feel like I've had clients who are very shy, very reserved, you know, always asking questions, but once I could see their growth and once they got to the point where they didn't really need me very much anymore, that's when I was like, it was like the fledgling leaving the nest. I felt so proud.
We are a model here. We have to be a role model. We have to hold ourselves to a very high standard so that people want to emulate us.
So one of these aha moments that I had was with a participant named Martha. She wasn't directly my participant at the time, but because of the language barrier that she had, and fortunately for me, I spoke Spanish, her first 3 days were extremely rough. And it's not that Martha didn't speak English pretty well, it's just she didn't have the confidence. So basically, she was actually at the time working in grommets, and I honestly thought that on the third day she was either going to walk out. I could see that her demeanor was defeat. She felt like she just couldn't do the job. And I kept going there and telling her she could do it, kind of being the cheerleader for her, telling her that, you know, everything takes time. You know, it wasn't an easy job and she would learn it. And I have to admit, she is one of our success stories. Martha turned out to be one of our utility players in the end. She was here a few months and basically she got trained in part marking, assembly, packaging, grommets. She was actually issuing or helping in the issuing process, and in the end it was so nice to have her.
When they finally are like independent and they can be working by themselves and they can do step by step without me being right there with them, and it's like, oh yes, they finally got it. I had a participant, Jerry. He's a very bubbly person as it is, but when he finally started to get the hang of it, he was like all excited and was a lot more comfortable with everybody and with his jobs. He was able to, I'd give him a job and he'd be able to go into the computer, get everything done, build it, package it, issue his stuff, and I'd go and double check it and everything would be great. And it built his confidence and his hope and he got a job outside of this.
You know, a lot of the clients come in and, you know, they haven't worked in a while, or they feel that they don't have a skill set to be hired. And I noticed that Orion, you know, they take all people of all shapes and sizes, and we show them that they can do it and that they can have the goal that they want.
Everyone's different, and we need to understand that. And there's not a one-size solution that fits everybody. And what it's helped me realize is the communication styles, way that people learn, way that people communicate. Some people have barriers where they can't hear or they can't talk as well. You know, so we have to figure out ways to communicate and get the point across. I have a company behind me to help me with tough things. I'm not by myself here. I don't have to, I'm not the only one that has to address this issue with this person. I have a team, I have staff, I have a company that's behind me that's gonna help me try to figure out the right ways to figure this out.
I'm most proud of that I got the chance to help people to fulfill their goal and their dream. I've had 3 clients while working with them get hired at companies, and you could just see the emotions well up when they realized they did it. You know, they had a plan. We engaged in the plan by helping them establish tools and a sense of pride, so they felt really encouraged to find a job. And then once they get it, you can just see the excitement and emotion that comes with that. And I think that's probably the best reward of the whole program.
I believe that Orion helps people overcome their barriers by giving them confidence. I think that has been the biggest issue for a lot of these clients coming in, is that they let them know that we're not here to judge them, you know, we're here to help them. And I think just knowing that kind of helps them get back on their feet, and they learn their boundaries in the workforce. And I think that really just helps them grow as people, not just as employees.
So what we have to do is get them ready for the job that they want to seek, make sure they've built that confidence in themselves and have that can-do attitude. And that's what Orion provides. Now, we're here to show them and teach them, but they have to put the work into it.
Orion helps the participants and clients get over their barriers, is showing them there is hope down that path. You know, if we show them how to get there, and then they continue down that path, and they'll see the end result and that big goal, and it's just a great feeling.
Some of the ways that Orion helps participants overcome barriers is we give them the tools. You know, they have to come here ready to work though. So we'll help you get to the door. You know, we'll give you the information, the learning, you know, the hands-on processes that it takes to go ahead and get a job. But ultimately, it's really about the participant walking through that door on their own.
Well, I think it's the best company to work for because of the program, and because of the opportunities that they give people. The biggest thing is that they give everybody a chance, regardless of where they're coming from, who they are. They just honestly give everybody the chance that they need and want.
The thing I like about Orion compared to other companies that I've worked with, our success is based on our teamwork and our collaboration amongst us.
Some of the things I'm most proud of are the success stories. Everyone that gets a job, that's what it's all about. It's not necessarily all about the mentors or airplane parts. It's really about the people that come through this program and seeing them change and seeing them mature.
Being that supervisor, that lead, and helping others achieve those goals in life to help them get a job out in the community, it's helped me grow as a person also. I've grown a lot from being a mentor. Being an example for somebody else is a big thing. What makes Orion special is the mentor program, helping people get out there in the community.
I think I'm just most proud of seeing not only the growth in each one of my clients who I've worked with and seeing them come out of their shell, but me as well. I've never been in a lead type position or acting like a supervisor or mentor, anything like that. I've had no prior experience and I'm very shy. So for me to go out and, you know, talk to these people and act as their supervisor basically I've grown tremendously, so I'm extremely proud of that, and I feel like just this mentorship program has helped me grow as a person and hopefully help the clients grow as well.
I have the capability with Orion to change someone's life.
The mentors are the key to our achieving the impact of our program through our theory of change, and that is that people get jobs. They identify the skills and strengths that that person has to go get employment, and gives them the skills and the confidence to be able to do that. They also identify barriers. Participants address those barriers that are interfering with employment. They gain skills, including soft skills and technical skills, by working hands-on on the floor. The goal is that people get a variety of work experiences. They go from one area to another. And the most important piece is gaining that self-esteem, that regardless of whether they leave here with a job or not, they leave here with increased self-confidence and belief in oneself. Mentors are the key to Orion's success.